I feel like it has been a minute, and it probably has because I feel like every time I've tried to film something lately, it's been when I'm sewing. And every time I press record, I feel like something goes wrong in my project, so I stopped recording so I could just sew my stuff. Either way, welcome back to my channel if you're new. We're gonna be spending a week together. But before I show you what I sewed, let's jump back to when I got the fabric and stuff. Happy Monday. It's after work now, but I thought I would show you guys what I got at Hobby Lobby and kind of explain why I went to Hobby Lobby. Anybody who sews kind of knows like Joann Fabrics isn't a thing anymore. I have to say I'm missing it really hard because I feel like Hobby Lobby did not have half the things I needed. The things I'm gonna have to order or try and figure out if we have is a belt buckle. Not a belt buckle, but I'm making like a suit vest for Mitchell for an upcoming wedding that we're going to. But it has like a little buckle on the back to make it like tighter or looser. But I couldn't find a buckle that matched like the little pattern image. That is what we're gonna do for Mitch. And then I'm gonna do this for me. I'm gonna make it longer so it's like a full length dress, but I feel like this was a good pattern of like the kind of style I wanted, so I thought this was a good one to get. That was all to say that I still need a buckle and I need basting thread, which I think she might have. My grandma might have that here. We'll have to look. I need an invisible zipper for the dress. I was not finding any colors that would match. Like they didn't even have a slightly good color. So I got thread, so if we need to pick up more, I know exactly which thread we have. What we did get already is some stabilizer. So this is sew-in stabilizer. It's said to get this kind versus like kind that you like heat with an iron and stabilize in, I guess. Interface is the other word for it. I feel like this called it mid-weight stabilizer, but the pattern I bought said like interface. The first piece of fabric we have is this like beautiful like chiffon. I kind of want to turn this into like a pashmina almost and maybe add like lace on the end of it. We're gonna see because I've never worked with something like this, but I feel like this was fun. And I kind of wanted the like greens to all match. So I got this color to match my dress. I'm gonna do Mitchell's vest in this green color that already kind of matches this color. You know what? I don't know how well this is gonna show up with the like sun beaming in the window, but basically are all kind of like a dark emerald hunter green kind of color. I actually had to order more of mine because I didn't want to order fabric online to start with because I wanted to touch and feel and see the fabric in person before I did any ordering online. I just feel like when you order online, you can't touch and see it. I ordered, I think 3 more yards of this. This was only like 1 1/3, which really, I feel like I need 1 1/2, but I also want to use the same fabric to line the dress because I kind of want to do like a lining inside the dress just to give it a little more shape and stuff. So I want to use the same fabric so that you don't see the fabric inside possibly. So I only have 1 1/3. The pattern calls for 1 1/2. I thought if I just ordered 3, then I'll have more than enough. I also feel like 3 because the pattern calls for 1 1/2. But as you saw, that pattern was a short dress. If I'm trying to make it a long dress, I'm going to need more fabric than the pattern probably says. I feel like in the sun they're looking like 3 different colors of green. Are they complementary colors of green? I feel like they are. It was really hard to pick this out in the store because obviously you have like store lighting. I actually feel like this all looks really good because like this will go together. Let's do this because these two will go together and then this will be like complementary. I think that's going to work. I think I'm going to start the process of cutting out all the patterns and printing those off. I don't know when the second fabric is going to be here, like the second load of fabric. If anything, I'll start on the vest first and then do the dress second. I just don't want to do the dress until I like maybe have everything, but I also need to go see if I have the other materials. I don't know if you can see that, but it already kind of has a pull from where like someone else kind of messed with the fabric. And I kind of wanted to say like, can you just cut that off and not give me that part? But I felt bad, so. And I think I'll have plenty of fabric without it. The printing did not go well because you can't even see the difference in the lines. Like I can't even tell which size is supposed to be large on this one. You can't see the colors in the line, so when I go to construct all of these different little papers and you're supposed to kind of like line them up like this and then tape them together, I'm not gonna be able to see the lines to cut. So I think we're gonna have to wait until I can get better ink for the printer. I swear the zippers were in this basket. Ah, I guessed right. Okay. It's not an invisible zipper. You know what? This is looking like it's gonna be like slightly off. I honestly don't know where else I'm gonna find a zipper in town, but I feel like this is just like too off And because the zipper's not invisible, you're going to see the like zipper, and I really don't want that for like a semi-formal dress. I feel like it's so hard because it's like trying to find a green invisible zipper out of the stuff we have. Like that's like asking for a lot, I feel like. I spent most of my night piecing together each one of these like papers. Let me show you what it comes like. Essentially what I did all evening is cut off one of the little sides here and then tape it together. When the two pieces of paper together, it makes a pattern for the different pieces that you need to cut out that will make the item you're trying to sew. Lately I've been picking up the camera and then I get distracted or I just get going and I forget to actually like film anything. I haven't started my dress at all because I don't really have all the fabric, so obviously when I went to the store I only got 1 1/3. I did order more of that same fabric, but it's not coming till tomorrow. It was supposed to come Tuesday, but it's coming tomorrow now, so hopefully it comes tomorrow. I think if I get finished with everything that I can do on this without the supplies I'm missing, I think I'm gonna try and cut the top of the dress, which I don't know how well that's gonna go. I feel like this pattern has been fairly easy to use. Like everything has been very simple. I've measured this on Mitchell a little bit to make sure that we're doing good on size wise, and I think it is gonna fit him really well. But I just love this color. I just feel like this looks so good. Maybe I shouldn't show you guys anything because when I moved the thread to show you what color thread it was, it unhooked from this little back clip here, which was causing the error. So it wasn't the bobbin after all. It was because I moved the top thread. The first thing I'm gonna start with is the dress. Obviously, I wanted something to wear to my friend's wedding, and I'm going with a little green theme. I think I'm actually going to redo, not this exact dress, I am going to do a different dress because I just feel like this one didn't turn out very well. I don't know, I like feel like I'm overthinking it because I feel like it is really gorgeous. This is the dress, this is the back of the dress. I feel like the dress is very gorgeous. It definitely is. It just feels very bold. And yes, it is a semi-formal wedding, but it almost feels like too formal. It kind of pinches at the bodice when it's on as well, and so I'm just not in love with it. So I'm gonna try and do something else, but I think this will be nice to have. But I think this is just too formal for the event, or at least I feel like it's too formal. I also have to say, I feel like that wasn't the easiest project, and I honestly don't know if I'd work with like silk again. I feel like I've done silk in the past, hated it, and then I thought maybe because I've done more projects, it'll be okay, and honestly, I hated it again. Mitchell's vest actually turned out really good. I did the buttons. It has like this little like belt on the back, which I feel like is really good, so he can cinch it in. I think this one turned out really good, so I am planning on making a green dress still, so this should still match, but I thought this turned out really good as well. The only issue I had was I had to put this like little patch on because there was some fraying at the edges here where I didn't get it under enough. And I don't know if I love that detail, but I feel like it works with the vest. I feel like it could have been better, but it did turn out good. It has these like little bees and then these little silver flowers, but also then it has like these little green flowers. The idea for this dress is very different from the first dress I did. Honestly, I don't know if I love the cut and style of that one either, or if it was the pattern. I don't feel like the pattern was the easiest, but I want to do like a halter top neckline and then do a like little strap here to hold the dress up at the top of the halter dress. It'll be straight across the back, and then obviously it'll just have a skirt. I don't have much time to actually do this project, but we're going to try and make it work. For 4th of July, I had a couple of ideas of what I wanted to create. I've been seeing these like towel dresses everywhere. So this is something I wanted to do for 4th of July, was create this like little swimsuit cover up towel dress. And I did it with stripes and stars, obviously, and then blue and red, and then the back is white. This actually took me forever because I had to cut out the stripes and then sew the stripes down, and then cut out the stars and sew the stars down, and then actually I cut it out really huge, so then I was trying to size it to my body. I did make one for my mom as well, and hers was a lot easier because honestly I just chopped off the excess from the start instead of trying like slowly to make it smaller, but I feel like it turned out really cute. I'm excited to wear this one. It is a little thick, I feel like, for July. I used like bath towels, and I feel like I wish I could have used something thinner because I was looking for red and blue. I didn't realize how hard it would be to find towels that are red and blue, but I really like this one, so I think I like that one's fun. The last item we've currently sewn, I do have one more project in mind for 4th of July, but we'll see if we can get it done. The last thing I made is this little like gingham matching set. So these are the pants. They're kind of like a capri style, and then they just have a little drawstring waist here, if I can find the other strap, that just cinch in. I do feel like the waist could have been better. You know, I'm always critical of my own projects. It kind of pinches here in the front, but it pinches in the exact same spot on each side, so you actually kind of don't notice it. But I feel like these pants are really cute. My idea for this top was to do like the little ties on the side, and then I made the ties so thick that it just wasn't holding it together and kind of giving that like light little strap tie on the side. Instead, I decided to sew up the sides of the top. I'm hoping to put a little stitch underneath the bow so the bow stays exactly where I want it and I don't have the bow move, because as you can see, this bottom bow here is already moving and I kind of don't want that. So I think I'm going to go in with a hand stitch and stitch them down. But I think I'm going to wear this on 4th of July, and I feel like this is so cute. We're going to have to see if the fabric I got today is dry. I got a second fabric with the green fabric I got today. This was a last minute decision because I was strolling and I saw this fabric, and I've always wanted to sew something with like a lobster fabric, and I've never done it. And I'm just in a sewing mood, so I saw the fabric and I was like, I think I can make a little cute little A-line dress that I can just throw on for any evening event we have, and it'd be really cute. So I got the fabric, I'm washing it. It's in the dryer, but let's go see if it's dry. This is what the fabric looks like. It just has these like little lobsters and then this like polka dot pattern on top of the blue. I just think this is literally so cute, and I've always wanted to do something with like a lobster fabric like this, and I really got influenced when I was at Hobby Lobby to use this fabric. And it's this like nice cotton, so I feel like it would be perfect to just kind of stitch up the sides, stitch up the shoulders, and then stitch up the hem, and it will be so easy, hopefully. With a lot of the projects I've done recently, I feel like I thought they were going to be super easy, and then they got really complicated really fast. I think this little gingham set was actually the most fun I had. The little silk dress was not fun to make, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, which kind of defeats the purpose because I want to have fun when I'm making stuff or sewing. So I feel like this will be a really fun project, but we have about 3 days to do it. And really I only have 2 nights to do it. So we will see if we get this done. We're getting ready for work this morning, but I thought I'd show you the dress I made last night. Look how cute the dress turned out. I feel like this will be so cute to wear summer after summer, so this is perfect. And I kind of wanted it to be like a little more form-fitting on top. It's not too form-fitting, but then like have this really big like bottom skirt effect. So I feel like it worked out well and it looks really cute. I'm gonna have to make coffee at work because apparently there's no coffee upstairs. And Mitchell's already up, so I don't know why there's not coffee, but we'll make some at work. After work, which means it's project time now. So let me show you what I'm thinking for this second dress. This is the little layout I have of everything. This is what I want the dress to look like, and then here are all of the different little pieces that I drew out to know what kind of pieces I need. I also took some measurements for the neck, how long I want the top, waist, how long I want the sides, how long I want the skirt from belly button to like floor. I have a couple of clothing items that fit me well that I'm going to use for the different pieces. So for the front bodice, I'm gonna use this. Obviously I'm not gonna do this like tie part in the back, but I'm gonna fold it over so it pretty much essentially hits where I want it for the top. For the skirt, I'm gonna use this long white maxi skirt. It fits me at the waist, so it'll be perfect to sew to the top bodice of the dress. I think I'm gonna use this for the skirt. I'm gonna do a front panel and then 2 back panels so that I can sew in the zipper in the back. Since the back is just gonna be straight across, I'm gonna use this pattern from the dress that I was trying to make. I'm gonna fold it down so it doesn't have where the strap would be and it's just straight across like this. I already know that this fits my back, so I'm gonna use this as the back piece, and then if I need it to be longer to match the front piece for however long I want it, then I'll make that piece that long. But I feel like this is a good shape and I know that this fits. So I think those are the little pieces we're gonna use to create this. For all the pieces on the bodice, the front and back, I'm gonna do 2 of them so that I can essentially double line it and it's a little thicker. But then on the skirt, I think I'm only gonna do 1, but we will see how much fabric we have. I feel like we have enough. Got all the pieces cut out, so let me show ya. This will be the little neck part. It looks huge right now, but it won't be that big. This is the bodice piece that will go like this. This is the front skirt piece, and it looks really wide at the bottom, but I want it to be really flowy. And it's kind of wide on the waist because I'm gonna kind of ruffle it in. The back is the same thing as the front, but they're just cut in half. You will put the zipper in the middle right here, and then you'll just sew up the bottom. To start, I'm gonna put right sides together on the bodice pieces because they're double lined, and I'm gonna sew this edge right here up, over here, down, and over. I'll leave the bottom part open so we can flip it. I'll do the same thing with the back pieces. I'm throwing on this little sweater. Yes, it is supposed to be like 70 degrees today, but that's why I have the little tank on. But in the office, they'll probably run at least some form of air, and I'll be cold all day. I'm wearing these fun pants on the bottom. There we go, that's a lot better. Okay, I think for my hair, I'm gonna try and braid it back and then just have like my bangs be the little front pieces. I'm doing the braid pretty tight because I feel like throughout the day it'll loosen up. I feel like also the nice thing about a braid is that like I could redo it if I needed to. We're gonna go in with champagne toast. It's July 1st, which means at work we are not officially in the new fiscal year, but the new fiscal year starts from July 1 to 6/30, so we have a lot of fiscal year end stuff to finish up. So hopefully it's busy and the day goes quick. I feel like recently the days have been like quick, and then they like lull, and then they're like quick at the end of the day again. But hopefully the next couple of days are just quick so that we can enjoy the long weekend and honestly be done with fiscal year end stuff. I feel like this is the time of the year I hate the most. Next on the list, obviously for the morning, is coffee. It's number 1. Really need some today, and I gotta pack my food for lunch. We made tacos last night, so I get tacos for lunch, which is perfect. A little update on the dress. I feel like this is probably all I'm gonna be able to get done this week, only because we like leave for the 4th. This is the little neck piece that will connect to the top of the halter piece, which we have done. And these are the back panels, and then this is where the sides end. The bottom part of the bodice will then attach to the skirt we have done. This looks so huge, but it's because I'm going to ruffle along the skirt here, and then I'll pin it to match the bottom of the bodice. I also am going to ruffle at the top of the halter where it meets the neckline. And then honestly, I've decided to secure the back of the halter top. I'm gonna do sew-in buttons. I'm gonna sew on the button on the bottom side of this fabric, and so you won't see it from the front, and then it will snap like, then they will just snap over each other like that and secure it. I don't think we'll get any more done this week, but if we do, I'll let you know what I end up doing. Honestly, it'll probably be the ruffles because that's the part that's stressing me out the most now. There's a lot of instructions out in the world about how to do it, but I'm using a Bernina, and it's like kind of an older model because it was my GMOS. So some of the instructions that they say to do the Bernina doesn't have those buttons or something, or like I have to figure out what the button is compared to like the newer models. So sometimes it can be difficult trying to follow newer tutorials on how to sew. So we'll see if we can figure out how to do the ruffles. I wanted to do the method where the like machine just did it for you, but I think I'm gonna have to do the 2-line method where you do 2 long basting stitches and then kind of cinch it in. I guess I could hand stitch at least the top, because I do have some basting thread, so I could hand stitch the top to try and like at least test this out by hand. And then I probably won't hand stitch this one only because this is so long and that'd take me forever. I'm down in the mudroom because I'm putting a couple of last minute things into my travel bag for the lake. I think I have everything. I have all my like really big sweaters and extra thick layers in this little blue bag. I need to go hang this little duck in my car. I've been meaning to do it and I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna do it today so I don't forget. In my last minute packing, I forgot to grab like a workout outfit just in case we need to like go on a walk or want to go on a walk. So I'm gonna pack this little Under Armour top. I'm gonna pack my little chicken top, which I feel like is so cute. And then I'm gonna pack this little Eddie Bauer skirt. And the last thing I grabbed is a little blanket. In the car, I always love to have like a little travel blanket, but then I also like to like cuddle a blanket at night, so I feel like this is perfect to bring. This is my little travel outfit. It's just a little workout top and some gray capris. I might need a sweater, but honestly it's pretty hot in the house and it's pretty hot outside. But it will be cold later, but I do have a sweater in that blue bag. Hopefully you don't overheat in the 2 seconds that I'm doing this. Actually, I'm gonna open the car door because it's really hot in here. This is the current duck I have in the car. I feel like he's honestly, he faces this way because his eyes feel very creepy staring at you. So, oh. I feel like this duck's so much cooler. He's got glasses and everything, do you think? Let me see which way I want him to face. Oh, the car's really hot where my fingers are trying to loop the top of him. That's so cute. This little Bernina guide is literally just, it has everything in it. But look right there. What is that? Gathering. What are we trying to do? Gather. 1. Everything I saw said to leave like really long tail ends here. Everything I've seen says to take the bottom stitches, the ones that are on the back here, on both sides, okay, the bottoms, and pull in. And then it says to do it from both sides so that it's even. This is not a part of it at all, but I tied off the ends to just hold it there for a second while I stitch this down. I feel like the one thing I did wrong was by the way I attached the neck to this like bodice part. I did it like right sides together so that it would flip up, but then when I flipped it up I realized, as you can see on the back, in order to get it to lay flat I had to like roll up this part of the neckband all the way across in order for it to be flat. So I kind of lost a little bit of length. What I want is the button to sit on the back side of the fabric like this, but then when you're looking on the neckband from the outside, when you're looking on the neckband from the outside you won't see the snaps at all. They'll just be underneath the back side of the band. I've gotten all 3 of the buttons on the bottom side of the neckband done. Don't look at the stitching, you won't see it anyway. I've got 1 on the top and this is where we're gonna end because I gotta go pack, but let's see. Wait! That is gonna work out so well. I try to stitch them very heavy because I don't want the stitching to break, because obviously this is what is holding up the neckband and the top of the bodice. We're gonna put this aside for now and pack for the lake. We'll go like pack the car. Made it to the lake, and what do we need this morning but coffee? They said something about pouring this, didn't they? Mm-hmm. How do I have to pour it?
Sideways.
Sideways? Okay.
Pour it into the pot first.
Into the pot. 1. A little for the heart. While the coffee's brewing, let's talk about what we're gonna wear today. The plan for today is to get in the water, so get on the boat, take Colt swimming. We're actually going with other people on the boat today, so Colt can't go on the boat because that's like too many people with a dog. So this morning we'll probably go down to the water, let him swim a little bit, and walk back around on the like loop that there is. We'll eat breakfast and then we'll probably go get the boat and get in the water. So we need a swimsuit for that. And then after we boat for dinner, we're gonna go over to like some people's house. So we're gonna have like a barbecue type of thing. For the barbecue, I'm gonna wear my little lobster dress. I feel like that'll be perfect to throw on and be really easy to wear. For our morning adventure, I'm thinking I'm going to wear my little chicken top with the little cowboy boots. And then I'm gonna pair that with my little hunter skirt. If I need to like step into the water, this will be perfect. And this is really comfy, so this will be perfect for this morning. I'm not sure if I want to do my hair, so I might put this hat on. This is one of like my favorite hats that I have, so we might put this hat on with the outfit too, just if we want a hat. I don't need a hat. I feel like my hair doesn't look too bad, but it definitely looks slept on. I didn't go too creative with the swimsuits I brought. I brought like a navy pair and then a black set. I feel like this hat is so adorable, so we're gonna wear this on the boat. But we'll probably, I think I'm gonna wear black today and then wear blue tomorrow. The black swimsuit just looks like regular swim bottoms. I feel like that's sand in them. I mean, the last time I think I wore this one was on the beach. The top is this little halter top, and then it just like obviously clips in the back here. I chose halter tops for the weekend because I'm wearing that dress next week to that wedding, so I didn't want to have like anything with like crazy straps in the back if I have an open back dress I'm wearing next week. I look like a dead body in the background. The one arm hanging out. The last item of clothing that I'll likely wear today is my little swimsuit cover up. This is just perfect. It's obviously the 3rd of July, so I feel like we need to wear this. I'll probably wear this both days, obviously. Or maybe just the one day. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like only 71, so I think this will be perfect for today, just to throw on over things when we're getting on and off the boat, that kind of thing. This is also not the camper. Last time we stayed in the camper, Cole just kept the bed smaller, so it's like a little twin bed. And Mitchell's 6'2". I'm shorter, but I'm not really the problem. And then we have Colt, and like we all sleep in the same bed, so it's just, it was too cramped, and then it's like really short, so you kind of like hit your head. So we decided to stay in the grotto, and they set up this like makeshift bed for us, and this is actually really nice because we kind of have like more of our own space. And obviously like the coffee pot's down here, so we can make coffee in the morning. We can lay in bed if we're lazy. It's nice and warm in here. When Colt jumps on and off the bed in the camper, it like kind of shakes the camper at night. And then I feel like none of us were getting good sleep. And it was a lot nicer to sleep in a bed where there's not something like, it's like bunk bed style in there. So we were on the bottom bunk, so obviously you have the bunk above you, but it's just like so hot and toasty. And this was a lot nicer to like kind of feel like a real bed. Made the quickest run to the grocery store for French vanilla creamer from Coffee Mate. This is the only kind Mitchell will drink. One, because he's lactose intolerant, and this is dairy free. The kind I drink from Chobani, which I think is the best, but it's not dairy free. The only other kinds we had were like vanilla cinnamon or something and coconut cream, and he was not going to drink either of those. So we ran to the grocery store really quick.
So show me family, all the blood that I will need.
Here is the final morning outfit. We have the little Eddie Bauer skirt on, and then our little chicken with cowboy boots top. On top we have the little boatman hat and coffee. We're on a mission to go get the boat, and then we're gonna eat breakfast, which I think is waffles.
Are we not doing my outfit? I got these shorts at TJ, and I got this shirt for free.
You're the reflection of my glasses. Smile or something. Morning and happy 4th of July. Oh, I forgot creamer. I was like, why does this look weird? For some reason I woke up and my like arm from like my like elbow hurts and like my wrist hurts, and I don't know what I did to sleep on it wrong or something. It was really annoying this morning, and I kind of hope that if I take some like ibuprofen or Tylenol, it'll go away. because I don't want my elbow to hurt all day. Update number 1 is that I did get burnt yesterday. It was kind of like the last time we came to the lake where it was cloudy the entire time, we were freezing, and then the sun came out, and then the minute the sun came out, I fell asleep. So I obviously got burnt because I fell asleep and the sun was out finally. It was only like my arms and my shoulders because I had a like blanket covering the rest of my body, which luckily, because that would have hurt. And it's like a very crisp, just the front of my body line. I never showed my little lobster dress on, but I'll insert a picture of what it looked like because we took some pictures at the house that we were at last night, which they had literally insanely gorgeous views. Fireworks were, I mean, they're fireworks. I think they just like literally bought a bunch of ones that were just about making like loud sounds versus being like super pretty. This morning we're going to the farmer's market. I was thinking I wanted to wear this little like crochet 4th of July sweater. I don't know how this is gonna do on my like arms with the sunburn, so if that doesn't work, I think I'm gonna wear this like little loose top. I packed this as like a little backup, but I feel like this will be perfect to use as a backup. On bottom, I'm just gonna wear these like little capri pants. I feel like I've been wanting to wear these ones, and I just feel like these are perfect for today. I'm not sure what the plan is for the 4th of July like day plan. 1, we have brisket cooking right now. 2, we'll probably boat at some point with the dogs, so swimming, which I feel like a cold dunk in the water would feel really good on my shoulders. And then probably just like eating the brisket tonight. My goal is also to hydrate today. I feel like I didn't hydrate at all yesterday, and now I really want to hydrate today. So let's get dressed. I decided to go with this little top because I was like, oh, it feels a lot nicer than the little crochet sweater. Until I looked down and I'm like, yeah, I'm red as a lobster. And my lobster dress was last night. This top is really cute though. I have my little Coach bag and my little capris on. I obviously wore that halter swimsuit, and now I'm kind of regretting it because if I'd worn like a regular strap, at least the straps would have been further out. Now they're just in the middle of my chest.
I actually thought about this.
I think I'm gonna top off my cup of coffee before I go upstairs so that I can take it in a to-go cup. And then we're gonna be off to the farmer's market. I feel like this will be really cute.
Boat is different.
Wait, any white caps? No, the sailboats are even out. So this is.
I'm ready for boat date number 2. We went to the farmer's market this morning, and then I saw that the thrift store was open, and I kind of wanted something to protect my shoulders because they're already feeling a little rough to the touch, and to also protect most of my like chest area. At the thrift store I found this little like workout swim top type of material, so it was a little longer and I cut it. I feel like this will be perfect for today to just protect my shoulders and my chest because I just feel like I do not want it to be out in the sun. The nice thing is I could tuck it up under the swimsuit if I wanted to like get my like belly tan or my like legs tan. I do have some swim bottoms on underneath these little shorts, but I think this is like the outfit I'm gonna go onto the boat in. I think I'm gonna bring this hat with me, but I also have my bucket hat on the boat already. I've been using my little Coach purse because we went out and we're doing like fun things, but I'm gonna put on my little strap over because I feel like it's easier when getting on and off the boat.
Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too used to being on my own. Hearts will break, but I have to chase it. I'm dancing on the edge again. The wind is calling my name. I'm dancing on the edge again. This time I'm not looking back, babe.
Good morning, we are back from the lake actually. I'm about to get dressed for today. I'm gonna put on just a little pair of like jeans, this fun little like long sleeve. I swear every day this week I've been freezing in the office. I don't feel like it's been hot outside, so I don't think the AC's running. I think it's because I got sunburned over the weekend, and so now I feel like I'm just chilled. My forehead has been the worst with like peeling. I don't feel like I'm peeling really anywhere else, but like my nose and my forehead. I'm really trying to get all the moisture back into my skin before Friday because obviously that's when the wedding is. Speaking of the wedding, the dress is made, so let me show you. Here is the dress on. I feel like she turned out really good. The only thing I regret is this like little band here. I kind of wish I made it a tie. I feel like no matter where I position it in the back, like I added a different snap to make it more loose, and then I put it on this morning and it still feels tight, which the other day it didn't. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't think my neck can get any bigger from the other day, so that is kind of a regret. The dress does look very plain, but I feel like it did turn out really good. Part of me feels like it's missing something. I can't tell what I feel like it's missing. Part of me wonders if I should snatch in the waist a little more, but I do feel like I like the slight looseness of the waist right now because of the fact that like once I sit down and once I'm like eating, it'll feel like really comfortable. That is a problem for another day. This is the final dress. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna end the vlog here, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.